off and racing now. It came away cleanly on the inside. Les Vos Ruler. Linford away well with Martago. Now Guitar's the imported horse going across the front of the field now and is going to lead them as they head over towards the 1600. Guitars by 2.5 lengths. Linford, Martago, Les Vos Ruler. And up 4 deep is Danbois going forward. 2 lengths further back, Lucky Enough and Interim, and 2.5 last of all is Prince Humble as they head towards the 1200 on top of the hill. And Guitars out by 3 lengths to Danbois, going to a clear second. A half length Martago on the inside. 2.5 or 3 away. Then comes Sir Linford inside it. Les Vos Ruler, 1 to Iteram. Then Lucky Enough, and 3 last of all is Prince Humble. Well, this is going very, very quickly down the hill and racing to the 1000. Guitars opened up a break of 8 lengths over Danbois and Martago. 4 lengths away Sir Linford and Les Vos Ruler. 2 to Iteram, and then Lucky Enough, and last of all is Prince Humble. Heading towards the 800. Guitars a mile out in front. Still 8 clear of Martago, and over on the outside Danbois. 2 to Sir Linford. Looks to be going okay from Les Vos Ruler. Pulling out 3 deep Iteram, and then comes Lucky Enough and Prince Humble tacking on. 600 out, and the leader Guitar still 8 in front of Martago. Danbois being scrubbed up 2 lengths to Sir Linford, Iteram, and then comes Les Vos Ruler, Prince Humble and Lucky Enough as the leader comes back to them coming to the turn. Guitar's only 4 in front of Martago and Danbois. Sir Linford pocketed momentarily on the inside from Iteram, and then Prince Humble around the outside of Lucky Enough as they corner. Guitars in front here. Sir Linford switching around, heels bump with Martago. Danbois struggling, Iteram down the outside, and further back Lucky Enough, but Sir Linford at the 200 took the lead from Guitars. Battling away Lucky Enough, Iteram, and then Prince Humble. Danbois won't run a place, but Sir Linford in front, 50 to go, holding them all at bay, and Sir Linford hands and heels comes away and scores comfortably. First by 2.5 lengths to Lucky Enough. Ahead away third Guitars, who's stuck on grimly. Then Danbois, Martago, Iteram, followed in by Les Vos Ruler, and last in was Prince Humble.
And 3 Sir Linford to pay 340, 130. Number 4 Lucky Enough at 250, and 2 Guitars at 170.
On Super Tab, number 3 Sir Linford, 340, 140. 4 Lucky Enough, 280, and number 2 Guitars at 170.
They're off. Catbird jumped out only reasonably from gate number 2, and actually Chief Momo first away, but Catbird's going up very quickly now to race to a narrow lead from Chief Momo. Latrice third, Intelligent a length and a half fourth, followed by Subsidy, and then comes Pathology, followed by Royal Integrity, Jirra, and among men is the tail ender as they race to the 800, and Catbird in front by a length and a half. Chief Momo and Latrice a half third on the inside, 2.5 to Intelligent, a little over a length then coming Pathology, closely attended by Subsidy, Jirra, Royal Integrity, and 2 lengths further off is Among Men. 500 left to go, and Catbird for Mark de Montfort. 2 lengths Latrice, Chief Momo third, and 2.5 Intelligent. Another couple of lengths to Pathology, and then comes Royal Integrity and Jirra homeward bound. Chief Momo's run off the track, and Catbird straightens up about 2. Chief Momo, Latrice, Intelligent is next, and 2 to Royal Integrity, and then comes Pathology, but Catbird shaken up by de Montfort at the 200, 2.5 clear on the filly. Intelligent is starting to come home reasonably well, but Catbird holds a good break over Intelligent. Latrice in third spot, but it's all Catbird. A nice type of horse, and Catbird untroubled to beat Intelligent. Third was Latrice, followed by Royal Integrity, and then Jirra. Among Men, Chief Momo. Pathology ran second last, and Absolute was Subsidy.
1 Catbird, 220, 128. Intelligent, 140, and 6 Latrice, 210.
The second and third placings. Intelligent has run second, number 8 at $1.30. Was no match for the winner. And the third Latrice, number 6, will return $2 neat. 186 are the official placings on the first, clocked in a swift 109.89. 109.89. And the winner, Catbird, is trained by Frank Cleary, who's up on the Gold Coast today with Territorial running in the Magic Millions. Catbird raced by Mr. Ken Jones Jr. and Sir Z. Jones.
Cup Day. How's that for a memory? Now, Naughty Bill to come in, and also racing now. And they've jumped in a good line near the inside. Monteverde Sparkle out deep. Harley away smartly with Naughty Bill, and Jolly's Folly going like the wind in the centre. In a mad charge, Jolly's Folly, Sparkle, Cal Power driving up on the inside. With it there was Ulrico. Wider out Harley a length to Naughty Bill. Now Caltea's back along the inside with Go On Spending and Big Game as they're tightly packed, running to the 600 where Jolly's Folly leading a length and a half to Cal Power. Ulrico going up on the outside. Very deep there is Harley from Sparkle, a length to Naughty Bill. Big Game, Go On Spending. Monteverde, and on the inside is Caltea, only about 4 lengths first to last. Around the turn, Jolly's Folly in front, Cal Power travelling up with Ulrico. Wider out is Harley under pressure. Now Caltea has started to get a wriggle on behind it, Sparkle. Down the outside, Monteverde, the other zone in at 200 out Ulrico, and Cal Power from Harley. Caltea got chopped out there. Harley races up to Cal Power with 100 metres left to go. Took the lead, Cal Power fighting back, but Harley too good for them. Harley by 3 parts of a length to Cal Power. Caltea got out late to run third from Monteverde Ulrico. Then Jolly's Folly, Go On Spending, Sparkle, Big Game, and Naughty Bill last in.
And the winner 3 Harley, 14.20 and 3.40, 2 Cal Power 190 and 10 Caltea 150.
On Super Tab, number 3, Harley, 14.10, 350. 2 Cal Power 180 and number 10, Caltea 170.
Win at Bendigo when it was at good odds was no fluke. 2 starts, 2 wins. Good effort. Number 3, Harley. The rider Michael Carson, taking over from Wayne Trelaw, who rode it at Bendigo, has got home here over number 2, Cal Power, Michael Barlow, and number 10, third, Caltea. Didn't have a great deal of luck, Aaron Spiteri. 3-2, 10, 4th in 1 and 5th in was number 4, Ulrico.
And the tote, 3 Harley, 14.20 and 3.42.
They're off. Splendid Retreat jibbed and missed it about a length or so, and Steel Springs and Wicked Burrito were by far and above the best out. And York is trying to lead clearly on Wicked Burrito and does so now from Steel Springs, Dancing Kind, Carmona King. But here's Splendid Retreat after a slow jump, hustling forward and hitting the lead. And the favourite Dino drops out last and about 7 lengths off the speed. Going past the 1200, and Splendid Retreat shows the way. A half to 3/4 of a length on Carmona King. Third, Steel Springs and Wicked Burrito. Back to 4th now, and 2.5 Dancing Kind. She won't settle at a length and a half to Dino. Going around the corner near the 850, and Splendid Retreat leads the way. 3/4 of a length on the Newcastle gelding Carmona King. Travelling third is Steel Springs, Wicked Burrito next. 2.5 to Dancing Kind and a half to Dino the inside. The 6 runners are racing along in pairs as they head down towards the 650, and Splendid Retreat in charge. 3/4 Carmona King. Steel Springs inside Wicked Burrito. And moving up now is Dancing Kind, and Dino quietly ridden by Nikolic at the tail, waiting for the last shot as the field heads around the home corner. Only 5 or 6 lengths between the half dozen runners, and setting sail for the judge. Splendid Retreat, a length and a half on Wicked Burrito. Dancing Kind. Carmona King's dropped off, then Steel Springs and Dino having some difficulty getting a run, but he's into the clear now, and he's coming out after Wicked Burrito. And on the inside, dropping off Splendid Retreat, and Dino put pay to them in one fell swoop. Dino shot away from Wicked Burrito, and then on the inside, Splendid Retreat. Dancing Kind will probably get up for third, but Dino bolts it in. Wicked Burrito second, third posse Dancing Kind, or on the inside Splendid Retreat, and then Carmona King, and last of all Steel Springs.
1 Dino, 230, 140. 2 Wicked Burrito, 160. No third for either 3 or 4.
In very, very easy fashion at 210 and 140. Second placing to Wicked Burrito, number 2, has paid 180. And the third, the judge might having a look at the photo between Dancing Kind and Splendid Retreat. The winner, Dino's, trained by Bill Mitchell, and that stable certainly having a great run of success. Raced by Mr. G.W. Muratov, bred by Arthur Mitchell, brother of the trainer, and of course principal at Yarraman Park Stud in Scone, and Dino by Rory's Jester from Subdue at Chestnut Gelding 3. 1, 2 and a photo for third. 1, 2 and a photo for third off the...
Now race 2 Adelaide, 1 Lord Matthew, 321.50.
It was drawn next to Silk Shamrock, who's been playing up. It's decided to bail out, Reneg. Hasn't gone very far. They're off and racing now, and Chemistry missed it by a length or so. Refugee Sus and Miss Ferrari with Distant Beauty. Silk Shamrock has gone away smartly and is going to lead them. Deeper out going forward as Reneg will get to second, and Hula Wonder caught deep early from Triplon. Then Sunset Kid, Alatea, and two last of all is Chemistry. 1400 out, and Silk Shamrock by a length and a half. Second Reneg, third Sus on the outside. Hula Wonder still out deep in the centre. Refugee and back along the inside. Distant Beauty got a bit of a check there and dropped back sharply. Joining it was Triplon, 2.5 or 3 then to Miss Ferrari, Alitalia, Sunset Kid, and two last of all is Chemistry on top of the hill. 1200 out, and the leader Silk Shamrock, 2 in front. Reneg is second, a length and a half to Hula Wonder. Now getting to one off the rails as they come down the railway side. Behind it Refugee on the inside. Sus, 2.5 to Distant Beauty and Triplon, then Alitalia. Miss Ferrari dropping back from Sunset Kid, and last of all is Chemistry. Down to the 800 and Silk Shamrock by a length to Reneg on the outside. Hula Wonder. Refugee going up fourth and neck away, a length and a half as they sprint up now to Sus. Then Distant Beauty, Triplon, 2.5. Alitalia under pressure, running on reasonably well. Then Miss Ferrari followed by Sunset Kid and Chemistry as they run to the turn. 600 metres out, and the leader Silk Shamrock ahead in front, but over on the outside Hula Wonder's gone up quickly and they've broken right away. 4 in front of Reneg and Refugee. Triplon running on, then Distant Beauty over on the inside from Alitalia. Around the turn, 300 metres out, Silk Shamrock and Hula Wonder on the outside, clear of Sus running on, then Triplon, Reneg under pressure and Distant Beauty, and further back then comes at the head of the others Alitalia. 200 metres out, Silk Shamrock won't give in. Hula Wonderness dying on its run. Distant Beauty getting home strongly on the inside, but too late. Silk Shamrock in front, 50 out, and it's coming away. Silk Shamrock all the way, wins by 2 lengths. Second Hula Wonder, third Distant Beauty, a long head away. Then Sus and Alitalia, followed by Miss Ferrari and Triplon. Reneg pretty ordinary, followed by Sunset Kid, Chemistry, and last in Refugee.
And for Silk Shamrock, 12.90, 3.80, 1 Hula Wonder, 1.50, and 8 Distant Beauty, $2.
On Super Tab, number 4, Silk Shamrock, 13 even, 3.50. 1 Hula Wonder, 1.68, Distant Beauty at 1.90. Just checking those totes of the greyhounds again. 5, the winner Informative.
And racing, Maestro Maker from the outside was first to leave. Can he get across onto the rails pretty early? Yes, it looks as though he will. He's a length and a half on Blue Rider. Border Time is moving up swiftly, and so too is In Danger closer to the inside. About 2 lengths further back in the field is Spy Sept, and then Age and Win. Famous Dynasty a little wide. 2.5 to English Batsman and 2 lengths to Strange to the course proper. And here the leader is the favourite, and I refer to Maestro Maker. He's out by 3/4 of a length on Blue Rider. Third is In Danger. In fourth spot, Border Time, and 2.5 to Spy Sept. Then Famous Dynasty, Age and Win. English Batsman being second last, and Strange is last, a dozen off the lead, held by Maestro Maker, and down towards the 600. The favourite Maestro Maker, a length and a half. Blue Rider, 2.5 then to In Danger and Border Time. Another 2.5 to Spy Sept. English Batsman, followed by Famous Dynasty. Age and Win is second last, and 3 to Strange as they set sail for the judge. Maestro Maker first into the stretch by nearly 2 lengths on Blue Rider. Third is In Danger, and then Border Time under the stick from English Batsman, and the others headed on the outside by Famous Dynasty. But Maestro Maker, Yorkie snuck a look at how far this Maestro Maker put 6 lengths on In Danger, Border Time, Blue Rider and Famous Dynasty. But what an improved horse. Maestro Maker toys with them. Maestro Maker from a tight finish, Border Time with In Danger, and then Famous Dynasty followed home by Blue Rider. English Batsman, Spy Sept, a long gap to Age and Win, and another 6 to Strange.
3 Maestro Maker, 351.70 photo for second, 2 In Danger, 210, or 5 Border Time, 3 even.
Across without too much effort, and thereafter led them a merry chase. Number 3 Maestro Maker, 350 and 160. And we stand by for all placings. The winner by Salieri from Covalin has had 2 starts for Johnny Size, third at Rosehill, first up for that stable on the 30th of December, and first up from a spell, and a blitzing win here today. Is owned by R.G. Selden, A.M. Bates, P. Carey, T. and C. Bayer, and is a Bay Gilding 3, 7 starts, has a promising future, 2 wins now, a second and a third. Now, the numbers, 3, 5 and 2. Number 5 is second, Border Time. His dividend is $2.80, and number 2, In Danger, third, Danny Nicolek, has paid $2.40. So 3, 5, 2 are the
Off and racing now, and they've jumped in a good line with Blue Music in the centre very quickly into stride. Mastic began okay. Destruction Point, Royal Voyage up handy. As Mastic drifts back into the field, going past it was Trips and Tarot Star, and at the tail, Spectacular Gold and Harabella. 900 out and the leader, Destruction Point, a half in front. Blue Music second. Royal Voyage is out 3 deep and 4 wide. Moving up on the outside of those then is Mastic. Pulls its way up to the lead. Trips is over on the inside, and then Spectacular Gold and Harabella. Not a great deal of pace on as they head down to the 600. Destruction Point just in front. Ahead to Blue Music. Mastic is third, posted over on the outside of Trips. Then Tarot Star, deep, a length and a half. Royal Voyage, Harabella, and 2 last of all is Spectacular Gold. Around the turn, 400 out, and Destruction Point leads them into the straight from Blue Music. Over on the outside next then was Mastic, ridden up. The rails, Trips further back, looking for a run. Tarot Star got cut out there, goes back to the inside, and then Royal Voyage at the 200, and Destruction Point in front of Trips on the outside. Mastic trying to reach the pair of them. Destruction Point in front. Trips and Mastic on the outside. Destruction Point still in front. Holding on here, and Destruction Point gets in by a neck. 2 Trips, Mastic third, 4th Royal Voyage, then Harabella. Well back, Spectacular Gold, Blue Music, and Tarot Star at the tail.
6 Destruction Point, 24.60 and 4.60. 5 Trips at 3.10. 1 Mastic, 1.20.
On Super Tab number 6, Destruction Point, $20.90 and $3.60. 5 Trips at 3.20, 1 Mastic, 1.30.
Watching Silk Shamrock, and also Sir Linford won the first. He came from behind, but the last 2 they've led and led all the way, and Destruction Point just kept on finding something and has won by about a neck here. A big win, popular win, and probably one of the biggest wins for Hannah Gilligan, the trainer of Destruction Point. Number 5 is second, that is Trips, ridden by Jason Patton. Okay, your halves in the Quinella. And third, number 1, Mastic, ridden by Rod Griffiths. Tried valiantly under its big weight. Did look at the 200 that it might run on strongly, but Tarot's, yeah, there was a bit of a collision there between Tarot Star and Mastic on the turn. Oh, boy, did they have a bump. Ooh, and I don't think it was Rod Griffiths' fault. I think he held his ground there. Anyhow, the numbers are 6, 5 and 1. 4th in was 4 Royal Voyage, but it was a mile back, and 5th in number 7 Harabella. The winner, Destruction Point, is by Lord Seymour from Norwegian Girl and Elsie Two Mare, raced by M.G. Barnett, J.J. Bradley, A.M. McKay, M.J. Slater, it's not the cricketer, B.J. Bow, K.R. McConnell, L.F. Tabner and P.T. Griffiths.
And 6 to...
They're racing, and away to a level line. Immediately Kingston Shores is dropping out to last, and Pride Rock runs to the lead, about 3/4 to a length. Thackeray, third Potomac's Boy. Nardell is going to settle in the 4th posse, then Misty Miss, followed by He's a Good Bloke. Further back is Shoeshine Man inside of Digger Bill, and 3 or 4 lengths to Kingston Shores. They race along towards the 1200 marker, and Pride Rock is a clear-cut leader here, opens up about 3 or 4 lengths, but now a little bit under that margin as they race onto the first corner, as Potomac's Boy gets a little closer to Pride Rock. Third, Thackeray, Misty Miss is next, followed by Nardell. Digger Bill is on the outside of He's a Good Bloke, about 4 to Shoeshine Man, and a little more than a length to Kingston Shores. Coming onto the side and going down to the halfway marker at the 800, and the leader is Pride Rock from Wagga Wagga. Pride Rock about 3 Potomac's Boy, and then the Hot Pot Thackeray and 2 Misty Miss and Nardell. They're racing together, another couple of lengths to Digger Bill. Around the Canberra Galloper, He's a Good Bloke from Shoeshine Man, who hasn't got back as far today as we've been accustomed to seeing him. And last of all, as they come to the bend, Kingston Shores. Pride Rock will lead them around the corner, and straightening up for the run to the judges' box, and the leader, Pride Rock, a length and a half. Thackeray on the inside of Potomac's Boy, scrubbed hard. 2 lengths to Nardell, then Misty Miss, Digger Bill, and Shoeshine Man heads the others. Thackeray's about to pounce on Pride Rock. Larry Cassidy calls upon the favourite, and he put paid to Pride Rock very quickly. Nardell's getting home nicely, but if you've taken the shorts, no worries here with Thackeray. Thackeray bolts in from Pride Rock, and then came Nardell, Digger Bill in company with Shoeshine Man, Potomac's Boy. He's a Good Bloke, Misty Miss, and Kingston Shores a distant last.
Number 8, Thackeray, 170, 120. 6, Pride Rock, 380. 10, Nardell, 320. The 138 treble, 23.30.
Scored and scored easily. Number 8, Thackeray, 180 and 110. The second and third placings Number 6, Pride Rock, battled on well, 360, and 10 Nardell will pay $3.10. The winner, Thackeray, from the Crown Lodge stables of Jack and Bob Ingham and trainer John Hawkes, and the winner by Talak from Mythos, a Bay Gilding 4, El Cassidy. Pride Rock from Wagga, trained by David Hayward, by Pride of Place from Stellion, a Chestnut Gilding 5, Bradley Clark. And Nardell is by Dane Hill from Rulanough, a Bay Gilding 5, Kevin Robinson, Bradley Pengilly. 8, 6, 10 official, and we're standing by for the 4th, 5th and 6th. Quite a cluster of horses going across the line for the 4th, 5th and 6th placing. So here they go now. Number 5, Digger Bill has run 4th. Number 2, Shoeshine Man has run 5th. And number 1, Potomax Boy 6th. So the superfecta 8, 6, 10, 5, 2 and 1. And that's about all we can tell you. You've heard the race. Thackeray just a mile too good. And here it is. Number 8, Thackeray, 180 and 110. Number 6, second, Pride Rock, 360. And number 10, Nardell, 310. $11 even was the Quinella, $11. The exacta, 12.10. 12.10. The trifecta was 105, 105 even. The double, extra double, 3 and 8, $7.30. $7.30. And the superfecta has paid $7,739.30 on 8, 6, 10, 5, 2, 1, $7,739.30. Special div through the extra double was $3.40.
Tips are 6.
Tiro the inside away smartly. Belzever working up from Strike Force. Call Me Spike drifting back. Malachi Crunch. Video Fan midfield, and over on the outside is Mighty Impulse on top of the hill. 1100 out, and Belzever takes over, leads 2.5 to Clay Shot going up on the outside of Santiro. Rebel Action back to 4th, inside it, a neck away, then Call Me Spike. 2.5 to Video Fan and Strike Force, with Mighty Impulse and Malachi Crunch together at the rear. 900 out, and the top weight on top here, that is Belzever. A length and a half to Clay Shot, travelling nicely second. So too is Santiro on the inside of Rebel Action. A length then to Call Me Spike. Mighty Impulse taking off 3 deep around Strike Force. Back along the inside, Video Fan. And a length and a half to Malachi Crunch at the rear. 600 out. And it's Belzever's going to lead them to the turn from Clay Shot, Rebel Action, and Mighty Impulse out 4 deep. Waiting for the run on the inside, Santiro. Call Me Spike travels up around it. And deeper out, Strike Force, Malachi Crunch and Video Fan as they corner. The leader was Belzever, grabbed by Clay Shot, Mighty Impulse. Rebel Action struggling a little in the centre. Santiro back along the inside. Winding up out deep is Call Me Spike, and then Strike Force. Clay Shot, Belzever won't give in. Santiro can't go on the outside there. Call Me Spike with Strike Force. Belzever pulling out plenty. His hands and heels, and he's kicked away to win. Belzever kicked here to win from Call Me Spike and Clay Shot. Next in Strike Force, followed by Mighty Impulse, a good run. Then Malachi Crunch. Santiro didn't go on from Rebel Action, and at the tail was Video Fan.
1 Belzever, $9, 270. 2 Call Me Spike at 210. 3 Clay Shot, 190.
On Super Tab, number 1, Belzever, 860, 280. 2 Call Me Spike, 210. 3 Clay Shot, $1.70. The 4, 6 and 1 treble, $4,637.60.
He joined him after turning and looked to be going the better, but he's a grand campaigner, Belzever. He just kept on finding something, and Kevin Forrester was only hands and heels over the last 100 metres as it pulled away to score a very, very good win. And that would just about take him to the $500,000 in stake earnings, Belzever. A real achiever. 554,000 before today, and 24,000, so it hasn't quite made it. Not quite. Up to about $1,000 short. Number 1, Belzever first. Now second placing, the handicapper would like this, goes to number 2, Call Me Spike, ridden by Nashua Willer, and third in number 3, Clay Shot, and the rider Rod Griffiths. 1, 2, 3. Fourth in number 9, Strike Force, and fifth in was number 8, Malachi Crunch. Belzever.
And the racing. Sir Burkoos jumped out pretty well. So did the favourite She's Neat. Invitation is right up there. And here's Red Ivory moving across, followed by McJoey, Not a Mistake, Donald. And Mitar and Cool Warrior are the joint tail enders. Invitation is the leader. And working along towards the 1700, Invitation a couple of lengths on Red Ivory, She's Neat. Followed 2 back by Sir Burkoos, Donald inside McJoey. And then Mitar, Not a Mistake. And last, and close up Cool Warrior as they work to the back of the course. Along past the 1500 metres, Rod Rodney Quinn has Invitation bowling along at its leisure, about 2.5 lengths on Red Ivory, 1 to She's Neat. 3.5 further back in the field is Sir Bacchus. Donald on the inside of Sir Bacchus. McJoey is racing around Meetar. Cool Warrior second last on the fence and 3/4 the outer, being Not a Mistake as they race along the back of the track and go past the 1200. There's no change in the order whatsoever, and the big fella Invitation out a length and 3/4 Red Ivory being tracked by She's Neat, and then Sir Bacchus, Donald, McJoey, Meetar, Cool Warrior, and Not a Mistake is last 10 lengths off Invitation, who's been left alone in the lead. And as they come onto the side and go towards the 850 crossing, it's Invitation a couple of lengths on Red Ivory, similar margin to She's Neat and Sir Bacchus. Another 2 lengths further back is Donald, parked on the inside of McJoey, and then comes Not a Mistake, followed closely by Cool Warrior on the inside, and Meetar has dropped out to the tail of the field as they head towards the bend and past the 550 Invitation, about a length clear on Red Ivory. Larry Cassidy setting out after Rod Quinn on the leader aboard Red Ivory as they come into the straight, but it's Invitation a length on Red Ivory, and She's Neat called upon by Dye. Then Donald, Sir Bacchus and McJoey heads the others from Not a Mistake at the 250. Invitation is just the leader on the outside. Red Ivory and She's Neat coming at Invitation, particularly She's Neat. She's Neat runs to Invitation, clear of Red Ivory and Sir Bacchus. She's Neat, the leader, hasn't got a lot left. Invitation fights back, but the favourites home, and the first 5 have arrived here at Randwick. All favourites are 1 to 8. She's Neat with Invitation and Red Ivory, followed by Sir Bacchus and Donald, McJoey and Cool Warrior, Meetar and Not a Mistake, the last 2.
Number 5, She's Neat, 271.40. 2 Invitation, 210. 7 Red Ivory at 150. Race 5 Adelaide, 1 Medals, 471.70. 2 Gilded Star, 271.20.
Racing now, and they've jumped in an absolutely perfect line. Plushka over on the outside, Paint Away quickly, and Theatre in the centre, working up Flavour. Dropping back along the inside, Sedation is back to third last, Tower K, and last of all, Blazing Reality. 800 out in Theatre the inside, leading Paint by a neck, 2 lengths to Flavour over on the rails. Sedation is trapped in the centre on the outside, Plushka. A length and a half to Tower K and Blazing Reality on the inside as they race towards the turn. At the 600, Theatre in front here, leading by a neck to Paint, 2 to Flavour, Plushka. 2.5 away, Sedation, followed by Blazing Reality, and last of all is Tower K as the small field comes around the turn, 400 metres out, and Theatre in front on the outside. Paint easing to the outer was Flavour, then Sedation, Plushka further back, Blazing Reality and Tower K down towards the 200, and Flavour out after Paint, who took the lead. Theatre is under the whip. Sedation is further back and starting to wind up. Paint grabbed by Flavour on the outside, and Theatre fighting back. The outside Flavour from Theatre. Theatre finding something. Flavour desperately ridden's got in. Flavour a half head to Theatre. Third placing goes to Paint. Sedation doing its best work late. Then Tower K, Plushka, and last in Blazing Reality.
And 1 Flavour, 440, 230, 6 Theatre, 220, no third, 2 Paint.
A terrific race in which Flavour has been able to pull out enough to score here over Theatre, who, well, gee, looked to be struggling at the 200 because...
1 Flavour, 472.40. 6 Theatre, 2 even, no third for 2 Paint.
From Gouch, and he started to lift Theatre, but Nash Wibilla was only riding hands and heels on Flavour, and he's got him to the line to score by probably a head tops anyway. Judge calling for the photo. Probably the big flop in the race was Sedation, but as Brian Mayfield Smith pointed out this morning, he's got other plans and bigger plans in mind, that he did expect the horse would be able to score here today, but he wasn't particularly worried if it didn't, and it was starting to work home very, very